Have you ever seen a tradition so unbelievable that you start asking yourself, how is this even real? Well, in the Philippines, there are traditions that are more than just culture. They are living, breathing stories passed down from ancestors, wrapped in mystery, color, danger, faith, and pure human connection. And today, you're about to discover the traditions that exist in no other place on earth, traditions so unique that once you see them, you will never forget them. Let's start with something that will shock you immediately. A festival where people literally walk through fire. In some Philippine communities, locals take part in rituals where they step on burning charcoal as if it's just ordinary sand. No fear, no hesitation, just belief. They say it's faith. Others say it's supernatural. But the truth is this: it's a centuries-long tradition that no modern explanation can fully understand. And it doesn't end there, because across the islands, you'll find festivals where the line between devotion and bravery completely disappears. Like in Pampanga, where men willingly allow themselves to be nailed to a cross every Holy Week. Their hands, their feet, just like the stories passed down through generations. Not for attention, not for drama, but for promises, healing, devotion, and sacrifice. Every year, thousands of people witness it, but only in the Philippines does something this extreme, this intense, and this deeply rooted still survive in the modern world. Then, you move to the Ifugao, the ancient mountain guardians who built the Banawe rice terraces long before machines existed. Their traditions don't just survive, they thrive. Imagine hearing chants older than every modern city you know. Imagine seeing rituals performed exactly how they were done hundreds of years ago, unchanged, untouched, unbroken. And here's the unbelievable part: the chants, the drums, the dances, even the materials used in their ceremonies come from a time before global civilization even began to form. Other countries preserved history in museums, but in the Philippines, history is alive. Now let's talk about a tradition that will surprise you: the Ati Atihan festival. At first glance, it looks like an explosion of color: black body paint, feathers, drums, dancing that shakes the ground. But this tradition goes back to one of the earliest recorded agreements between indigenous people and Malay settlers. Imagine a festival born from peace, gratitude, acceptance. That's why the dancing never stops. That's why the drums hit harder. Because the story behind the celebration is bigger than just a festival. It's a reminder that unity can survive across centuries. But nothing is more unbelievable than a tradition where the dead come home. Yes, literally. In Sagada, families take part in a ritual where they place their loved ones inside coffins and hang them on the face of a cliff, high above the ground, exposed to the wind, suspended between earth and sky. They believe the higher the coffin, the closer the soul is to heaven. This tradition is so rare, so mysterious, that even historians can't fully explain how it started or why it stayed. But it exists only here and nowhere else. And then there's the pagmamano, the simple act of taking an elder's hand and placing it on your forehead. It looks small, it looks easy, but it carries thousands of years of respect in a single gesture. In many parts of the world, respect is spoken. But in the Philippines, respect is touched, felt, practiced daily. And the beautiful thing? Even young children do it without being told. It's a tradition that survives because Filipinos don't just pass it on, they live it. Another unbelievable tradition is the Pahiyas festival, where entire houses are decorated with vegetables, fruit, rice, and colorful materials made by hand. Picture a whole village transformed into an artwork, walls glowing with color, streets covered with displays, every corner celebrating the harvest, and thanking the spirits for abundance. In an age where everything is digital, this tradition stays physical, artistic, and deeply connected to the land. And what about the Tingin Tubig tradition? In some rural areas, people believe certain individuals can find hidden underground water using only a wooden stick or their bare hands. No machines, no GPS, just instinct passed down from ancestors. Scientists have tried to study it. Many still don't believe it's possible, but villagers say, "Watch." And every time they find water exactly where they say it is. You think that's unbelievable? Let's talk about the harana, an old tradition where a man serenades a woman outside her window with live music. Yes, real, romantic, risky, old-school love. While the world moved to texting and emojis, some Filipinos still sing under the night sky, hoping the girl will open the window and smile. A tradition so pure that even modern couples revive it, just to feel that old Filipino love story magic. But the most heart-melting tradition of all is the Filipino spirit called Bayanihan. When a family needs help, when someone is struggling, when a home needs to be moved from one place to another, the whole community comes together. No payment, no expectations, no complaints. They lift the house on their shoulders. They carry it. They laugh. They help. They fix. They support. The world sees teamwork. Filipinos see family. From walking on fire to hanging coffins on cliffs. From dancing in ancient rituals to decorating entire villages. From risking their bodies in devotion to serenading under the moon. From community unity to unbelievable acts of faith. These are not just traditions. They are the heartbeat of the Philippines. They are proof that culture is not something to preserve. It's something to live. And as long as Filipinos continue to pass these traditions from generation to generation, the world will always look at the Philippines with wonder, respect, and admiration. Like and subscribe for more videos like this.